Hey guys, HerbQuest here, a few hours before Fossil Island real time, and I'm seeing if I can get these clips made into a video before the update hits. Starting off, I was working on the Western Province Diaries, and I managed to get 1,000 kill count for the Chompies, and after I got 1,000 kill count, I went over to kill the thermonuclear smoke devil and finish off with the diary, and I put the experience lamp into prayer. I had to log out there in Hop Worlds because I was getting some lag. Coming up here is the first thermonuclear smoke devil kill that I did, though the loot is not that impressive. And then here's the XP lamp that I got, which I just simply slapped on prayer here. I think that's the best thing for my account now with the stats that I have. If you disagree, leave a comment down below and tell me how I screwed up. Then after completing the Western Province Diary, I decided I'd go for the Chompy pet since I saw a friend's video and he got it within not too many kills. So I decided, oh, why not go for mine? And I grinded this out for a little while. It wasn't so bad with the diary perk where 2 birds can spawn. Every time you leave a toad, or whenever a bird does spawn, it spawns 2 instead of just the 1. It's a really nice addition to doing this. Although I don't really need any of the chompy meat, I just left it all behind. I think its only use is for making wild pies. And I'm 93 Slayer now, and boosts don't even work for the thermonuclear boss, so I wasn't able to do that before to get the task in. So I literally have no use for these wild pies, but if a non-Iron Man is doing this, I guess you could save up on the chompies, bank them, and make wild pies, and those sell for quite a bit. I think people mostly use wild pies for Cerberus. And coming up again here with some more live commentary. Alright, I've got to do some live commentary on this one because I just got back from taking a break. That's what that little black flash is in there, because it does that whenever I pause my XSplit recording. And I just took a break, had myself a sausage and made a pot of coffee, and I was watching the live stream for Fossil Island to see what I should do to prepare for that. And I'm pretty much ready for when it comes out. I just gotta make sure my supplies are set for wyverns. And I killed like 3 of these. And after coming back from my break, and I got the pet already. That's pretty cool, I think. So let's check the kill count. 1,330, and I was plucking the birds too. As I saw from a friend's video, you can get the pet from either plucking the bird or from killing the bird. And yeah, that's pretty lucky. I got it better than a friend KC wise. I think his was like 440 or something like that. So not bad at all. 1 in 500. Probably get it sooner plucking both. I'm not sure if it's 1 in 500 with the combined pluck from with the odds combined from plucking the bird and from killing the bird, or if it's 1 in 500 each, making it 1 in 250. Leave it down in the comments. But see you guys in the next clip. even though I'm going for Abyssal Demon tasks so I can try and test out the Sire boss a little bit on this account, I kept getting assigned Dagonoths, and I decided that I'd go and do the Kings now that I can one-tick prayer flick a little bit better and see how that worked out. It's a little bit more difficult when multiple combat styles are incorporated. I was kind of half-assed one-tick prayer flicking. I only did it for when I killed Prime and then, or the Mage rather, and then for the Ranger I just flick Piety on and off like normal flicking. But I did pretty well on this Dagonoth King trip. My inspiration for trying it with the one-tick prayer flicking method was from Zulu, by the way. He got a record for Dagonoth kills down here using that prayer flicking method, so I thought that helped me extend my trip a little bit. And I almost got the whole task done in the one inventory, but unfortunately I screwed up at the end here, as you'll see shortly. But I feel like if I practice Dag Kings some more, I could easily get multiple hundreds of kills per trip, because it seems to be limited on my anti-poison. And if I brought like 2 or 3 anti-venoms, then I could almost keep my prayer just from Sarah Godsword specking the Ranger. I might need like a prayer potion here and there, but they also drop prayer pots too, so I want to test that out in the future and see how many trips that I can do once I've practiced it a little better. And coming up here is where I screwed up. The meleeer got on me. I didn't have time to freeze him, and it was either that or run over to the Ranger. But 128 bones, not too bad. I'm going to need all that prayer XP for getting 85. Finished them up on the regular Dagonoths, and then got an Abyssal Demon task. Finally. It's Sire time. So then I watched a couple guides, pulled my rune pouch out of the bank, and geared up to do some Sire. The first kill didn't go too smoothly, and I even died a couple times on the subsequent kills, but I think after like my 10th kill, I was able to start doing multiple kills per trip, and I started needing less and less food for taking on this boss. As for loot, I didn't get very many cosmic rune drops from it, unfortunately, and I got a few essence drops. I think I totaled around 5,000 essence from killing Sire. I was unable to complete the task though, because I end up running out of death runes to keep on casting the Blood Barrage spell. And I'm using up these mana ray in my bank because bank space is a bit of an issue for Iron Man mode. And I got a lot of mana ray from getting the Trawler outfit, the fishing outfit from Trawler. Another thing, when I died the first time here, I was really nervous because I thought that my rune pouch was going to disappear, because if you check your items lost on death, there's a white outline around it which signifies that it's an item that you always lose on death. But when I died, I kept my rune pouch, so I'm guessing that only applies to the wilderness. But outside of the wilderness, you keep it. So that was really nice. There's basically no risk at this boss at all. When I died, the second I died, I was just imagining all the emblems that I'd have to get all over again. I mean, it's only 24 emblems, but when you only get 1 or 2 a task, that's like a week of Wilderness Slayer. But eventually, as you'll see my inventory starts becoming more and more prayer potions and less food each time I bank and come back. Start getting some 5 kill trips, some 10 kill trips, and I think I got over 20 kills 1 or 2 trips, but it's pretty rare for me to get 20 kills in one trip, simply because you're limited by prayer potions and stamina potions. You have to definitely get a super restore drop to get over the 20 kills a trip, I think. And as for the unsireds, I remember last video I said that I wanted to save a full inventory of unsireds and get 28 of them and cash them all in at once. But unfortunately, I got an unsired and I went to bank it, and it would not let me bank the unsired. There was a powerful force preventing me from banking it. So you have to cash them in as you get them, unfortunately. And from the one unsired that I managed to obtain from this, I received a bludgeon piece. There's the unsired there. And there's the bludgeon piece. I think a dagger would have been better, because as I'm fighting the new wyverns now, I don't really have a very good one-handed spec weapon, and I think just a hit with my tentacle does better than a dragon dagger spec, so the abyssal dagger would have been really nice to have for that. And yes, I am live commentating this post-release of Fossil Island. Fossil Island's been out a day in real time now. This is still footage from the week leading up to the release. I have some video footage of ancient wyverns and the loot from that, so stay tuned next video to check out what some of the drops are like from there, because I killed quite a few of them. But as for Sire Boss, if I want to continue killing this boss, I'm going to need a lot more death runes, so that will involve either doing a lot of Barrows runs or maybe some skilling. But all the essence that I have now, I don't want to use on deaths. It's kind of already reserved for cosmic runes, because I have over 15,000 battle staves that I need to enchant the orbs for. I have 22,000 unpowered orbs, so I need around 66,000 cosmic runes to enchant those. And at 2 per S, that's 33,000 essence. I'm getting close to that goal, but I'll also need more essence after that, because I want to level up my construction for raids so I can get that level 90 chest and also get some of the pools in my house, because every time I see a video of someone using those pools, I get super jealous because of how useful they are. And then another boss I want to do some more of is the Bandos boss, because I still need the Bandos chest plate. I got double tacets instead of the set. And I think another thing that really help out a lot here at this boss is if I upgraded my trident to the Trident of the Swamp. But to do some more Zulra, I really want to get the Ring of Suffering so that I can charge it with all the Rings of Recoil. I think that'll really help a lot for Zulra. I've been wanting to do that before I go back to Zulra. That's been a goal of mine, to get the Zenite Shard since before the nerf even. But I've already used a good portion of my Arclight charges on the Sire, so I think what I'll do is I'll start doing my Catacomb tasks. I'll probably finish off the rest of these Abyssal Demons in the Catacombs after I get tired of Ancient Wyverns, and do a nice little time lapse of those and the loot from them. No spoilers yet on how the loot is. We'll save that for the next video. I've got around 10 hours of footage right now of Ancient Wyverns. I haven't really been keeping track of the loot too much because some of the items are a little bit miscellaneous and they go to random spots in my bank that's hard to keep track of, like mithril bars and air battle stabs, things like that. But as for their signature drops, like the fossils, that won't be too hard to keep track of. And it appears that the video has frozen here. This file is corrupted, so one moment and I will edit this out and bring it up to a clip that moves. It was strange how that did that. I think sometimes my XSplit lags out if I record for too long and it freezes up like the whole clip of that section of gaming, or session rather, which is kind of unfortunate. That's a lot of lost time, but I still got drops in that time from doing the boss, still doing something constructive at least. I think one of my favorite drops from this boss is the chili potatoes when you mess up at the end, because you can heal yourself to full off of those spawns that it has, and then you're supposed to kill it like one hit after you heal up to max health, but that doesn't always work out sometimes, and the spawns get up next to you and do melee damage and bring you down to like 50 health, and then it drops these 10 chili potatoes and you can just heal right back up to full like that never happened. Otherwise you gotta really take your time and hit the tentacles. It actually got me down to 8 HP once, and I healed all the way up to full off of just the tentacles. So you literally don't need any food at this boss after you get used to the mechanics. And here's some of the inventories I was talking about where I only have prayer potions and no food. Prayer potions, an anti-venom plus, 6 staminas, 2 super combats, and that's it. So I feel like I've really mastered this boss. Well, not mastered, but I'm adept at killing it, which feels pretty good because I only did one Slayer task of the boss, not even. I've still got like 70 left. But like I said with the death runes, it's unfortunate, but I'll have to find a way to get some more death runes. Then the night before Fossil Island, I decided to make some extra mind shields and mind helmets. The helmets turned out to not be so useful, but I wanted a bunch of extra shields in case I died down there. Then I'd be able to just grab a shield and head back down, and if I died a second time getting my loot, then I'd have extra shields in the bank so that it wouldn't really matter if I lost 2 shields in a row or 3 shields in a row trying to get my stuff back, depending on how powerful these new wyverns were going to be. But unfortunately these wyverns aren't very powerful at all, and this turned out to be a little bit of a waste of time, but I have some extra shields and helmets now. But I'd say it was pretty fun going through the process of making them. It was fairly nostalgic. If you've never done a full inventory of mind shields before, I recommend trying it once. Just one full inventory. That's all you really need to do. It's pretty intense grind. It takes a while, I'll give it that. But it's a classic part of the game that I feel is kind of dead content, but pretty profitable too, because I checked the price on the shields and they're like 30 to 40k each right now with the Fossil Island update. But there's the end of that, and the end of this progress video. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon with some exploration of Fossil Island. I have all my exploration and wyvern killing recorded, so I'll see you in probably 2 days with that. It'll take to render the videos. Peace, guys.